words, global warming. And we will have a plan to deal with global warming, because I believe that our failure to have a modern energy policy, our failure to deal with global warming, is undermining our economy. We will create millions of new good jobs in Iowa and across America if we tackle energy and global warming. And we will begin to put people to work again who deserve to have a rising standard of living. Because what's happened in the economy right now is no matter how much spin they put out from the White House, the average American family has lost $1,000 in income in the last 6 years. We have thrown away the balanced budget and the surplus. George Bush, the McGoverns and I were talking earlier this evening, is the first president ever to take us to war and wage a war without paying for it. And he has made it impossible for us to look around the world, because we borrow money from China and Japan and everywhere else, and not see that our influence is diminishing. So it will be our responsibility to begin to take back that fiscal sovereignty. And we also need to be sure that we're preparing our young people for the more competitive global economy that waits them. And I want to start with universal pre-kindergarten that really emphasizes helping young children from disadvantaged families to get a good start. And then on the other end, we've got to make college affordable again for middle class and hard-working families. Now, in order to do this, we have to reform the government. An end to cronyism and no-bid contracts. We've got to get back to where we have confidence that our government can do things that it used to do. I mean, I remember way back in the 1990s, FEMA was not a dirty word. It actually helped people. It responded to emergencies. It made a difference in preparing for natural disasters. And now we've seen a natural disaster along the Gulf Coast turn into a national disgrace and an international embarrassment. Well, I have this old-fashioned idea. How about appointing qualified people for the jobs they hold in the United States government again? Because ultimately this is about whether we reclaim the future for our children. You know, I started off as a child advocate 35 years ago. My first job out of law school was working for the Children's Defense Fund. So I care deeply about what happens to our children, and I can't believe or bear the fact that we have a president who vetoed the Children's Health Insurance Program and is proud to have done it. Well, where I grew up and where I came from, and the fact that this president would stand there and defend this veto that extended health care to 5 million children is reason enough to totally reject him and make it clear that the Republicans who support him should be defeated in November 2008. Now, when I think about this election, I think that we're going to have to still contend with the naysayers and all the ones who say that we can't possibly get health not anything that a United States president or government should be involved in. We can say we're not afraid to tackle the big challenges that we face around the world. I want that feeling, once again, to be permeating our nation. Yes, it's going to be hard. I know that. And it will be especially hard after George Bush and Dick Cheney leave. I don't even think we know all the damage that has been done. We're finding out more every single day.
Amen.
But I pledge to you, if you will support me in the caucuses, because as George said, this is where it starts.